So the NFL agreed to a new CBA, and you know what that means. It's the end of Alshon Jeffery.
Yo, everybody, doing King Ding back here. So today we have come with the hell is that? It's a big ass dog. Dallas still stinks.
Yo, everybody doing? King Ding back here, and I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Well, despite all the circumstances, the best one you possibly can have. And, I gotta tell you, I'm dying to know, on a microscopic level, what does this virus even look like? Like, what does it look like, this thing that is causing such damage, especially to people like 80 and over? But if you're, under 70 and you're healthy and you're younger, it seems like you're going to bounce back from it. So I went on Google, I typed it up, and sure enough, this is what it looks like. That's it. And I said to myself, I get it. Now I know why. If you're under 70, healthy, you're most likely going to be okay because it's this. He's going to be pissed. Good. I don't care. Now, in all seriousness, this thing is all whacked out because I was driving around last night and it is eerie dead. Silent, dark, quiet. It's eerie, man. I was kind of like freaked out a little bit, you know what I mean? Like Christmas Eve, kind of like dead. But no Christmas lights up, no celebratory feeling. Just feels like dead. The air was still. You can feel something's up, and I'm not going to get into all the things I'm thinking about right now. I'm going to save that for another conspiracy show. But I will say this. A lot of crazy things going on there. Keep your eyes open. Keep focused. And be aware of your surroundings. And look out for each other. That's all I can say. But crazy stuff going on, no doubt about it. So right now, the sports world is pretty much dead. It's pretty much dead except for some activity going on with the NFL. You guys saw Ryan Tannehill signed a ridiculous contract today. He's going to make like $29.5 million per year. $29.5 million per year. To me, if I'm Dak Prescott, I want $45 million a year. I want $50 million. I can't be close to Ryan Tannehill, okay? So Dak is going to ask for even more money now, which I think he should get. I think he deserves it. Pay that man $60 million a year. Pay that man $70 million a year. Dallas, pay that man $75 million a year. I don't care. Pay him. You know what I mean? Before Mark Holmes eats all the carbohydrates in the world, pay the man. But the NFL, in all seriousness, they're still active. The Players Union and the NFL have agreed upon the new CBA, so it's going to go in effect. I'll put a link to the rules in the description. You can go and look at all the things that are going to basically change. They're going to be adding an extra game, so I think that's interesting. But I think more importantly than that, I think this is a great deal for the Eagles. And the reason I say that is because now they can get Alshon Jeffery off their book. Okay, now, you may not like Alshon, you may love him, you may think he was a rat, you may not. It doesn't really matter. What's coming for the Eagles is most likely they're getting rid of him. They've already decided, it's already pretty much out there. He has a Liz Frank injury. I think he's slowed up. I don't think he was the same Alshon Jeffery in 2019 that he was in 2017, okay? And even 2018, I think he was better than he was in 2019. He just looks really slow to me. He looks really slow to me, and you need more speed on the outside. But the Eagles, having this new CBA in place, can now take his cap number, right? What they owe him, which would have been like $26 million. They can designate him after June 1st cut. And what they can do is they can get that big dead money hit that they're supposed to take from cutting him, and they can spread it over 3 years. And spreading it over three years will make it very doable for the Eagles. So it should not be a problem for the Eagles to move on from Alshon Jeffery. So I don't know if this will be announced before June 1st and then just they'll wait till after June 1st to actually cut him, or they're going to wait it out. We'll see. But I expect that we've seen the end of Alshon Jeffery in an Eagles uniform. Now, the other big move that I'm waiting to see happen, okay, that I want to know what's going to happen is with Malcolm Jenkins. To me, this has got to be the first move that you make before free agency and all this stuff starts. Come Wednesday, The Eagles have to make a decision on Malcolm Jenkins' contract. They have to decide: are we going to pay this man? Are we going to pick up his contract, or are we going to let him go? And if they pick it up, they've got a problem. The problem is he ain't playing under his current contract. Okay, so to me, I want to see the Eagles on Wednesday or before Wednesday pick up his contract and then give him more money. Give him more money and make him happy. Make it a 1-2 year deal, something like that. But just get Malcolm Jenkins, get his situation taken care of. Get it out of the way. Do not let this thing linger on all off season. I want a happy Malcolm Jenkins. I want him back because I think from a leadership perspective, we need him, okay? And if you decide not to get him, I think the fallback has to be a guy like a Clinton Dix or somebody like that. But I'm hoping that you could go out and maybe get a Clinton Dix and bring in Malcolm Jenkins one more year. I don't think you have somebody good enough to replace Malcolm Jenkins yet. Even though he's not the same player he was a few years ago, you still don't have that guy. So we got to see. But to me, that's the first thing. The first thing they got to do now that free agency looks like it's coming on Wednesday, or at least as of right now, it's coming Wednesday. You got to pick up that contract and you got to pay him more money and make him happy. And that's what I want to see the Eagles do. And to me, that's the first move that's got to be done. I think legal tampering starts tomorrow. Now, I'm also hearing rumors that the NFL is looking to basically move free agency start till April 1st, and then turn around and move the draft into May, sometime in May. I don't know what day yet. This is a possibility, or something they may do. I would not be surprised, but we'll see. I would like them to start free agency, okay, right now. The big names, the guys that are going to go quick off the market, they most likely don't need to come in for visits and things like that. They can do that over the phone. It's kind of those second, third tier guys that may have to come out and visit, want to look around. And I think that I think you let it start. The guys that want to do contracts and stuff over the phone, let them do it. That way we have something to talk about. You know what I mean? That's because there's no sports. It's no sports. And the NFL, if they do it, if they at least have free agency, even if it's through over the phone, people are going to pay attention because there's nothing else to watch right now. So I'm hoping that they'll start. We're going to find out. But with the new CBA in place, you got Alshon Jeffery. I think he's pretty much done. Then, with free agency getting ready to start, and the decision on Malcolm Jenkins' contract coming on Wednesday, you got to do something about it. You got to pick it up, in my opinion. Then you got to pay the man to make sure he's happy. That way, we can build this thing right for next year. Malcolm's too much of a leader, in my opinion, to just let him go. But at the same time, if he wants ridiculous amount of money, if it's like top 3 safety money in the league and it's a long-term contract, I can't do it. I got to let him go at that point. But we're going to find out. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. And it's going to be, you're going to see probably a lot of me this week. There's nowhere to go for the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So I hope to do things maybe with Mark and Entertainer Talking Sports and Bad Dog and Sports Fury. Hopefully me and Josh from Sports Fury, we can get our conspiracy show to go. But crazy things out there. This virus, no joke. I worry about my mom, my dad, my in-laws, my grandparents. I have 2 grandmothers still alive in their 90s. So I worry about them. Worry about everybody. So look out for each other. Take care. Talk to you later. And hey, don't be a dingbat.